So investing in oneself comes in various forms, and so do certifications. Really, certifications can be truly expensive, but are they really important? That is what we'll be discussing in this video. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Chamaka Okebo, and we'll be talking about certifications. Are they really important? Do we really need them? I'll give you an example. If you have two people who have done so well in the interview, they have they've met every criteria, they're both experienced, and you just need something to differentiate them. And at the end of the day, you find out that one is chartered, one is not chartered. As an accountant, who would you take? Be truthful to yourself. Who would you pick? There's sometimes that deep when it comes to certifications and qualification. In this video, I'll walk you through why you need a certification and some of the certifications that are available for you to take advantage of, both the standard ones which are paid and highly expensive, and the free ones we could just give you an edge. Now let's start with the why. See, I keep on saying this thing. If there's anything you've not learned on my channel, is the fact that even at entry level, you are competing on a global scale. It is not just a Nigerian thing, you are competing on a global scale. You see certain job requirements, it's clearly written there that having this is an added advantage. Don't you want that advantage? Certifications are a way to prove expertise and also subject matter experts, right? Just because you're doing the job, just because you have experience in that field, it's going to be the only thing setting you apart, giving you that advantage from other candidates. To stay competitive, you need to be aware of the new developments, new technologies, be able to use them, be able to apply them. That is what certification does. So certification is given because you've learned something and you are now certified. All right, you've learned and they're giving you a certificate to say that you've learned. Don't forget. So it's not just a certificate on paper, it's that you've learned something. That's just the physical evidence to show that you've learned. So the only way for you to prove that you really know something, you have expertise, is for you to present that certificate, for you to be certified. So how else do you want to show that you understand what emerging technologies are without having certificates to prove? You might be able to scale through, right? But at some point, you need those certificates. Say it's in artificial intelligence, it's in finance, it's in taxation, even as an HR professionals, you need those certificates because they set you apart. They show that you are passionate about what you're doing. You are looking forward to learn, to gaining more knowledge. It also shows that you're focused. See, I'll give you an instance. There was a time earlier on in my career where we were all struggling for a project management role, really entry level. It's the same thing all of us read, prepared for that interview. But the only reason why a friend of mine got it was because she had Prince 2 at that time, right? Prince 2 then was maybe 150, but she was the only person amongst all of us that had gotten it. I'm knowing fully well that it's entry level. You've gone to read, you've gone to maybe cram something somewhere, right? It was the only thing that set her apart. Like, it just, I am isolated her from all of us, like picked her up, made her more unique than us. That was the only thing. And she got the job. Today she's a project manager. So I'm saying that it is not beans. Degrees aren't enough. Degrees aren't everything. There's not a shift to lifelong learning. Just because you're a graduate does not mean you don't need to improve your knowledge, don't need to improve yourself, right? We're saying that we need to change with the way the world is changing. People are in labs doing research. We need to catch up with their research. We need to make our own input. We need to have as much information as those who are defining or changing the world have. I don't know if you get me. And that is what certification does for you. Because you'll be thought by a professional. You're not just going to be thought by anybody, by a professional. So it helps you join the shift to lifelong learning and not just relying on what you were taught 23 years ago or 5 years ago. What if it has changed? How do you catch up? Conferences and co would not just be enough to fine-tune you or to bring you up to speed. Certifications would also help you. There's also the boosts in salary, the availability of opportunities. There are certain times when not having certain certifications limits you. I can tell you for a fact that the fact that I have an MBA and even with few years of experience still puts me at an advantage than some people. You see people in managerial is the reason why people in managerial positions still take distance learning education. It is no jokes. Like, as busy as they are, they still try as much as possible to do an MBA. because an MBA would always be required at every point in time. It will always be required. It's the reason why you will still see them do an MBA. It's the reason why you still see people further their studies. It's the reason why even with an MBA, people are still struggling to write maybe ICAN, to become chartered bankers. You get, you would always need these things to set you apart, because in certain opportunities you cannot apply if you do not have some of these things. Even with your, they will write it there: 5 years of experience, must have an MBA, must be a chartered banker, must be a chartered accountant. All of those things are important. So that juicy job, that juicy company that you're looking to join might require you to have certain certifications. Now I know that certifications are expensive, right? At least the standard ones are expensive. It is the reason why most times when they require for a job where you have certain certifications or qualification, your salary is higher. Even though you might be doing the same thing on the team, your salary is likely higher. And don't forget that also certain companies also pay for your yearly subscription. Some companies pay for your what's it called? Some companies pay your professional fees. Some companies pay for those exams you just have to pass, otherwise you refund their money. All of those things are available. So there's an opportunity to earn higher, especially if you're coming saying the word chartered, be the accountant that I had mentioned, especially when it's actually from a professional body and then makes you chartered. Forget it. You have the opportunity to earn higher. So I'm saying that if you are maybe at an entry level and you are wondering, is it worth it to do maybe ICAN, ACCA, CIPM, all those standard ones? Maybe you don't have a job and you're like, should I do this? I would tell you for a fact that yes, you should do it. You're not the only one. I know this thing are in diets, right? You're not the only one. There are a lot of people who are who are certified, who are chartered. A lot of people even start this certification once they know that they want to study accounting. In fact, without even being an accountant, some people even have these qualifications. They're at least they said I can. I wanted to write ICAN straight out of while in secondary school actually. I think it was SS2, SS3. I wanted to write ICAN. So imagine now be a product manager that is a chartered accountant. There are a lot of people even write it for the fun of writing. My guys are ballers. You know when you know that you're intelligent and you just feel like everybody's writing ICAN, I want to write ICAN. There are people like that. I have them. They are chartered accountants because they work in the finance industry. Just feel like they should do it. Yeah, it's not. They're usually not easy. Oh. Just know this and no peace. They're usually not easy. They are hard. They are. It takes a lot from you. But I'm saying that if you have the opportunity to do it, maybe you don't have a job yet, you're just chilling at home, you can start it if you have the funds for it. Otherwise, you can just take free courses to sort of help you stay in line with what you want to do. So we've talked about standard courses, we've talked about free courses, we've talked about the global opportunities and all of that. Where can you find these courses? A lot of professional bodies actually offer courses, right? Take for instance, ICAN. For those in accounting, there's ICAN, there is also CIPM, there is ACCA, there is ITIL, CPM, there is Prince 2, PMP. These I've called different courses are called cuts across different fields, right? Now, these the websites for these courses sometimes have free courses within. These ones I've called are professional courses, so they're very expensive. But they also have like beginner courses. These things are offered in diets, yeah. But they also have like sometimes beginner courses or free resources that you can read. It could be a book, it could be a webinar, it could be something for you to even start. So those are available. You can also see courses there. Also, check job vacancies. If you're someone in finance or you are in tech, an IT professional, database administrator, whatever, check those vacancies and look underneath in qualification. You would see this is an added advantage or must have this, must have that. Yes, when you see that, it means that that's the course you are supposed to be doing if you're going into that field. I know there's the rush for things like cloud computing, um, network security. There's one I'm forgetting, very common, right? If you're going to those fields, just go online, go on LinkedIn, search, or look for people in those fields and see the courses that they have done. Look for job vacancies and see the certifications that are listed. Then you can know, okay, this is what I want to do, or this is what I should be doing. It helps you to know your focus. Away from the professional bodies where you can find courses, there are other courses that you can do that are not from professional organizations, right? That are not from professional bodies or regulators or something. You have things around Udemy, edX, Allison, Coursera, LinkedIn. There's even Google Skill Workshop, yeah, for digital courses. Yes. Also, your regulators also have their courses. Is the one reason why you see Chartered Institute of you see Chartered Secretaries, stockbrokers, all of those things. So regulators also have their courses. There might be some form of requirements for you to join, even if you're doing e-payments, all of those. There are courses for them, right? There might be requirements for you to join, so you need to know if you meet those requirements. So certifications that truly matter. I've mentioned tons and tons of them. There's AWS Certified Solutions Architect, there's Information Security Professional, CISSP. I think I was just calling the short code. It's easier for me than to start remembering every single. So CCNA, ITU, CISSP, this CompTIA A plus, Network Security plus, security, all those things. CPM, which is Certified Project Manager. There's also Certified Product Manager, Scrum Professional, CIM for marketers, Lean Six Sigma certification, which comes in yellow, green, black belt, and almighty CFA. How can I forget CFA? The truth is, some of these things might be really complicated, really hard for you as a professional. That's why I say you need to know where you're starting from. It could get really complicated, and you're paying a lot of money for it. CFA is something that even people with experience feel. Yet I think I know of someone who has written that at really entry level, like, and he actually did pass. CFA is not easy. Even non-finance professionals actually do write CFA. I know of someone who just wanted it just in case, like as he's moving up his career, and he was like, he just wants to have it just in case. So it's fine if you're starting out with the likes of YouTube, LinkedIn, Coursera, and Co. just to get an idea before you decide to pay for those courses. So the time and money you spend in all these professional courses will end up paying off in your professional growth, your career advancement, and better opportunities available to you. Do you think you can be qualified for a job and you won't get it because you are not certified? Yes, absolutely. Yes, especially if the work requires a someone who is chartered, especially for people who are chartered. Absolutely, you might have that years of experience, 10 years of experience. You're not chartered. You don't have an MBA. You don't have this. Automatically means that you're not qualified for that role. Maybe for a different role, but for that particular role that they require, no, you're not qualified. So head to one of the platforms I've mentioned in this video, browse the courses available, and commit to one certification this week, one at a time. Just browse through, take your time. Commit to one certification course today, right? Take your time, browse through, see what's available, what's not available, what piques your interest, and just browse through and commit to one today and see where it leads. Notice and notice that if a course is saying on Coursera, it says it takes 2 hours to complete, you can spend 5 days there, you're not done. Yes. I don't know why, but yes. 2 hours, a 2 hour course, it's nah, it takes time. It will take you that 2 hours. Especially maybe because you're doing other things, you're posting and all of that, but it won't just take you 2 hours. So yeah, just explore. Now remember that every course you complete brings you closer to the lifestyle, the kind of career, the kind of job opportunities that you want for yourself. Okay, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you've learned a thing or two. If you're confused about whether you should do that certificate, I hope this sort of throws some light and guides you. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Chamaka Okevu. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I would see you in my next video. Bye, guys.